What are the theological arguments for LGBTQ plus exclusion? Imagine sitting in a church service where the words of Scripture are read aloud, and some of those words are used to justify why certain people are not fully included. That's often how these arguments play out. Many religious groups base their views on traditional interpretations of sacred texts. They point to specific passages in the Bible that seem to prohibit same-sex relations. For example, Leviticus chapters 18 and 20 include verses that explicitly forbid male same-sex relations. Some interpret these as clear commands that exclude LGBTQ plus individuals from full participation. Other texts from the New Testament are also cited. Romans chapter 1, verses 26 and 27 describe same-sex acts as unnatural or sinful. 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 10 lists behaviors considered sinful, including those associated with homosexuality. These scriptures are seen by some as timeless moral guidelines that should still be followed today. Within this framework, sexual purity is a key idea. Many believe that sexual activity should only happen within heterosexual marriage. They see this as the moral ideal set by Scripture. Because of this, LGBTQ plus identities are often viewed as incompatible with this ideal. Some argue that celibacy is the only acceptable path for LGBTQ plus people, as it aligns with their understanding of biblical morality. Another common argument is based on the idea of gender complementarity. This concept suggests that men and women have distinct roles that fit together naturally. It is believed that sexual relationships are meant to mirror this natural order. Since heterosexual marriage is seen as the divine plan, same-sex relationships are often excluded from full acceptance. This idea emphasizes a binary view of gender and sexuality, which some interpret as the only valid way to live out these roles. Historically, teachings from early church fathers like Justin Martyr, Clement, and Tertullian have been used to support exclusion. These figures emphasized adherence to biblical sexual ethics, which they believed were unchanging. Many religious institutions continue to rely on these traditions to justify their policies. Some argue that Old Testament laws still serve as moral guides. They point to laws in Leviticus as relevant today, while others believe these laws were meant for ancient Israel and no longer apply. Still, many who support exclusion maintain that these biblical prohibitions continue to shape Christian morality. All these arguments influence how religious communities handle LGBTQ plus inclusion. Some churches restrict roles, rights, or full membership based on these interpretations. Others are re-examining these teachings, seeking ways to include LGBTQ plus people while respecting their spiritual traditions. This ongoing conversation shows how diverse and evolving the relationship between faith and sexuality can be.